Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we're diving into an absolute investigative thriller. We are unpacking the events of March 2026, when literally the world's most safety-conscious AI lab suffered a monumental operational security failure. They accidentally left the gates wide open, giving the entire public an unfiltered look at the future of autonomous AI agents. So let's dive right into this. Picture this, it's March 31st, 2026. A single file, just 59.8 megabytes, accidentally exposes the inner workings of Anthropic's flagship AI tool, Claude Code. What happened was Anthropic pushed an update to their tool on the NPM package registry, and bundled inside it, completely by mistake, was a JavaScript source map file used for debugging. This seemingly tiny oversight essentially handed the keys to the castle right over to the public internet. It didn't take long for security researcher Chaffin Shou to realize that a simple human error, specifically a missing .npm ignore file, allowed anyone to fully reconstruct the source tree. We're talking over 500,000 lines of unobfuscated TypeScript code spread across 1,900 files. So this wasn't just a tiny snippet, this was the world's most advanced AI agent harness, completely unsealed for developers around the globe to download, analyze, and fork. Now, you might be wondering about the massive irony here. Anthropic built its entire reputation on being the cautious, safety-first AI lab. And what makes this even more staggering is that this was actually their second major data exposure in just 5 days. Just days prior, on March 26th, a massive CMS misconfiguration leaked their draft blog posts. You really have to ask yourself, how does a company with such strict, obsessive safety protocols make back-to-back operational security errors? Part 1. The Safety-First Defectors. To really grasp the weight of this disaster, we have to look back at Anthropic's origins. Let's rewind a bit to 2021. Anthropic was founded by a group of researchers, including Dario and Daniela Amodi, who actually defected from OpenAI. They left because they felt OpenAI was just moving way too fast toward commercialization and leaving safety behind. So Anthropic structured itself as a public benefit corporation, focusing relentlessly on cautious AI development. And on that promise alone, they built a staggering $18 billion valuation. Their whole identity is built on this concept of constitutional AI. Basically, it's a methodology where models are trained to self-critique against a massive 23,000-word constitution to ensure they remain harmless and helpful. Over half their entire team works just on safety. That's what makes the juxtaposition of a catastrophic code leak caused by a simple missing config file so incredibly jarring. All right, part 2, secrets inside the code. Let's see what the developer community actually found when they unpacked this fault. This is where it gets wild. The code revealed 44 unreleased feature flags, basically giving us a roadmap to the future. The most fascinating ones? Well, there's KAIROS, which is an always-on background agent that proactively works while you're away. Then there's AutoDream, where the AI essentially sleeps during idle time to consolidate memories and resolve contradictions. And UltraPlan, which offloads really complex, long-horizon thinking to a remote cloud container for up to 30 minutes at a time. It proves the industry is rapidly moving from reactive chatbots to persistent autonomous agents. But the thing that caused the most intense controversy was Undercover Mode. This was an active stealth system instructing Claude to never identify itself as an AI, and it actively stripped attribution when contributing to external open source repositories for Anthropic employees. And get this, there was no force-off switch. The community was absolutely shocked. Why would a transparency-focused, safety-first lab actively conceal its own identity on open source projects? The leak also exposed some pretty revealing and honestly kind of humorous operational details. I mean, you have an auto permission bypass literally named Classify YOLO Action sitting inside a safety lab's codebase. That was alongside over 1,000 telemetry events logged under the internal prefix Tengu. We also saw hard-coded pricing that showed Opus 4.6 fast mode runs at 6 times the normal cost. Oh, and to hide upcoming models from leak detectors, they used obfuscated character code arrays for code names like Capybara. Moving on to part 3, the military tug-of-war. While all this internal stuff was happening, Anthropic was dealing with massive external pressure.
Just looking impartially at the timeline here, the US government clashed heavily with Anthropic's strict usage policies, which prohibit autonomous lethal weapons. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth threatened a DoD supply chain cut, and President Trump actually ordered a 6-month phase-out of Anthropic tools in federal agencies. Anthropic fought back, and on March 26th, federal judge Rita Lynn issued a temporary injunction blocking the Pentagon's ban, citing First Amendment retaliation.
But despite those contractual and legal tensions playing out in court, the technology is already out there. Multiple reports confirmed the military actively utilized Claude in lethal global operations. This included a raid in Venezuela that resulted in 83 deaths and usage during US strikes in Iran. It really highlights the extreme, real-world stakes of this technology, completely independent of corporate usage policies. Part 4, the open source explosion. Let's look at the immediate fallout from the March 31st leak.
100,000. That is the staggering number of GitHub stars that developer Sigrid Jin's cleanroom Python rewrite received in just 24 hours. Using AI-assisted tools, Jin essentially rewrote the core logic of the leaked code to evade copyright claims, publishing a project called Claude Code. That made it literally the fastest-growing repository in GitHub history.
Now, Anthropic tried to contain this with a massive DMCA takedown notice, targeting over 8,100 repositories. But, well, it severely backfired. It hit innocent projects and basically poured gasoline on the open source movement. We saw the rapid rise of Open Code, which is an enterprise-safe alternative that hit 127,000 stars, along with highly optimized ports like NullClaw and ZeroClaw. The genie was fully out of the bottle, proving that the AI agent harness is no longer a proprietary moat. Which brings us to Part 5, the new cyber arms race, and what this all means moving forward.
Kevin Mandia really hit the nail on the head at the RSAC 2026 conference. He pointed out that new models are wreaking havoc on traditional software stacks. And we saw this with Anthropic's gated Mythos preview, which successfully found hundreds of zero-day bugs in Firefox and major operating systems. It proves that traditional cybersecurity defenses, which rely on known patterns, are now facing an existential threat from generative discovery. The advantage is shifting rapidly from the shield to the spear.
So, what does this all mean for us? With a blueprint for production-grade autonomous agents now permanently public and closed models acting as rapid cyberweapons, the entire security landscape has fundamentally shifted. We have to ask, are we entering an era where AI-discovered vulnerabilities are just a daily reality? I'll leave you to consider whether your enterprise is truly ready for that shift. Thanks for joining us for this